Hey everybody, welcome to our final day of our Rank It Up training. I am so proud of you. I'm so excited that we have made it to the last day, and really there has been so much amazing work that has been done in our 3 weeks together. The first week we talked about the building blocks of this business and how to really create a strong foundation for your Beachbody business. I encourage you to go back through that week and see how far you've come on just the building blocks of the business. Week 2, we really looked at social media and how you can grow a thriving, amazing, very strong business through social media. Social media really and truly is our lifeline. And once we can really learn how to navigate social media and how to find our brand and how to connect with our audience, we really find that our businesses thrive and just the whole world opens up. This final week, we've been chatting about the CEO mindset and how you really have to overcome some things if you really want this business to work in your life. Overcoming negativity and making a decision. I mean, Christina Delgado and Aaron Young and the things that they shared with us about making that decision and just every day waking up with a clear vision of what you want to happen and a clear vision of where you're headed, and always have that in your heart and in your mind when you sit down to work your business. I loved what Meg Wazinski said about her overcoming herself and setting goals and getting out of her own way and allowing herself to fail, and not to fail necessarily in the way that that others look at failure, but to not necessarily accomplish goals that she set out for herself, but to keep going in different cases. Maybe she didn't accomplish a goal the first time she tried it, but then the second time she tried it, she went all in and made it happen. We do that so much with this business. You know, the importance of setting goals cannot be understated. You have to have goals in this business. You should have big goals, push goals, goals that seem absolutely impossible, but yet goals that drive you and move you forward each and every day. Let me share a little bit of a personal note when it comes to that push goal. So when I started as a coach 3 years ago, I was a full-time high school history teacher. Okay. It's crazy to think about my life during that point in time. When I signed up, I had zero intentions of leaving teaching. I was in a career teaching position at a fantastic school, one of the best schools in Indiana. I had a great income for a teacher, and, you know, things were moving along fine and dandy. I did have to work a second job, though, to get a supplemental income so that we could pay for extra things like trips and Christmas and the holidays and birthdays. But that was just how my life was at that point in time. But 3 years ago, I had zero idea that this was going to happen to me. I had zero idea that just 2 short years after I signed up as a Beachbody coach, that I would have the ability to retire from teaching at the age of 33. Now, this did not just happen overnight. And a lot of times, you know, you take a look at successful coaches and you say, oh my gosh, wow, they're so lucky, they're so blessed, like it could never happen to me, kind of like what Meg was saying. But I'm here to tell you that it absolutely can happen to you. And if you are consistent every single day, and if you believe in yourself and you work hard every day, it's going to happen for you. It's just absolutely going to happen. That is the outcome. That is the consequence. That is what happens when you work hard. Okay, so mark my word on that. So loved Meg's information that she shared, her content that she shared about kind of getting out of your own way and making your mind up and just moving forward. Jamie was really awesome when she spoke about the fact that you're going to be hearing from naysayers. There's going to be people in your environment and in your community and in your heart and in your inner circle that are not going to get it. I'm here to tell you that it's okay and it's part of it. In fact, I've not heard of one single coach who started out, not one, in over 400,000 in the entire coaching network, who said it was so easy, everybody was so supportive, and everybody believed in me as much as I believed in myself, and everybody was like, you got this, girl. Never. I know that's a little extreme, but seriously, I have not heard from one coach who has said that they didn't face negativity, or that they didn't have people who didn't believe in them along their journey, or when they started out, or even after a year or two in the business. I know that when I decided I was going to leave teaching, and I set those wheels in motion and I put it out in the universe, I was scared to death. I was like, what if I get fired? What if they catch wind that I want to do this full time? And then they just are like, okay, Erica, like, bye. But that didn't happen. I put it out into the universe and I let God take control. But I did my dailies. I put in the work every single day. I made sacrifices along the way. And now I get to enjoy such a rich and blessed life. But you are going to face naysayers. It's just a fact of life. You're going to deal with it. So you just know going into it that you're going to deal with it, and don't think it's a surprise. Just be like, oh, I knew you were coming to get me. I knew about you. Someone warned me about you, and it's all good. Okay. So let's talk just a little bit about what it takes to be a successful Beachbody coach. First of all, you've got to recognize that this is a constant evolution. You are going to reinvent yourself many times over. If you stay in this business, which we all hope that you will, and I know that if you stay in this business for 1 year, if you are here 1 year from now, your life is going to be absolutely transformed. And not to mention your family's life, and not to mention all the people that you are blessed to work with and share this opportunity with. Their lives and their families' lives will be absolutely changed because of you just making the decision to be here 1 year from now. But you have to understand that you will evolve. You will have to reinvent yourself. You are not going to stay the same. You're going to change, and you're going to have to get out of your own way and allow yourself to grow. I mean, what's the point of doing all this personal development if we stay isolated and confined by the walls that we build ourselves? We have to knock down the walls, and we have to allow life and this opportunity and these people and this community and Beachbody to transform us. That is what we're here for. We're here because we wanted something different. We wanted to feel something different. We wanted to live in a different way. And let me just tell you that if you stay in this and you're here 1 year from now, mark my word, that you will be transformed and you will change and you will be so much better than you are today. But you've got to be willing to tough it out and overcome and endure. You also need to recognize this business is not going to one day, after putting in 1 day of work, just bless you immensely. Money's not going to fall out of the sky. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to stick with your vital behaviors. You're going to have to put in the daily, power of threes. You're going to have to be a product of the product. You're going to have to invite and share and build relationships. You're going to have to share your story. And you're going to have to work on yourself personally and professionally, and intentionally work on yourself. But if you do that consistently every single day, you can absolutely have every single thing, and you can absolutely be blessed immensely, both physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, by this business. Don't play the comparison game. It is the biggest detriment to your business. It's the biggest detriment. Might as well just dig your own grave. And I hate to be so blunt, but it's true. Everybody has their own path to success. Everybody has their own journey. It might look like from the outside looking in that somebody just shot up to success. But I can tell you right now that some of those people who shot up to success when I first started as a coach, they're no longer in the business. They're no longer successful. I don't hear their names anymore because they moved so quickly that they didn't build a strong foundation, and they also didn't allow themselves to grow and evolve as a coach. Okay, so you need to know that comparison is the absolute thief to joy. If you get yourself in this comparison game, please stop. The only thing you should be comparing yourself to is the old you. Okay, use that to propel you forward into the new you that you hope to become. But do not look at another coach and say, well, this happened with her, or she's a 5-star diamond, or she's a 10-star or a 15-star, and she gets this and that, and she's beautiful, and her husband helps her more. And you've got to stop it. Stop. That is causing you to remain paralyzed and to not move forward. Stop doing it. Open your heart. Be grateful, be appreciative, count your blessings, control the controllable, and know that there's just different paths. There's so many different paths, and that your path is unique to you. So embrace the journey, because it's going to be worth it, but you have to stick with it. And lastly, you've got to be willing. You have to be willing to grow yourself. You have to be willing to participate in trainings just like this. I learned so much during this training, and this training wasn't intended, for me necessarily to grow and learn and evolve, but I did. I allowed myself to listen to the other leaders on this team and to experience it and to commit to it. And I'm a better coach. I'm a better person because of it. So we have to constantly be willing to do what it takes every single day and know that there is something amazing waiting for us. There is something that is beyond our comprehension. I look back on my journey of the past year and how I've gotten to this place. And I know that it might, from the outside in, look like I have it all together. Or you might look at the other leaders on this team and say, wow, she's got it all together. But it's not what it's about. I don't have it all together. I mean, there's some days when I'm exhausted, I'm tired. I've been going through something personally. I'll just share it with you. I'm actually going through a divorce right now. And there's days when I want to just stay underneath the covers and not get out. But you know what? This business has given me the purpose to pull the covers down, to stand up and to say, I want to do this business. I love this business. This business loves me. This is a community. This is my second family. And there is nothing that I would rather do than this. But you have to be willing to put in the time and be patient. So my last thing I want to leave with you guys, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about your life. I want you to envision your life 3 to 5 years from now. What are you doing in your life 3 to 5 years from now? What will you be in 3 to 5 years? Who will you have become? Who will you have become in 3 to 5 years if you stay on this Beachbody journey and you stay committed to working your business at least an hour a day and you want to be here a year from now, and 2 years, and 3 years from now? What will your life be like? Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Meg, Erin, Jamie, and myself have been absolutely honored and privileged to lead you guys. We're so proud of you. And please, please, please know that we are here for you. Many blessings to you all. We love you. Have an awesome, awesome day and have a wonderful 2016.